hurricane season continues. We are at its peak, and we still have Hurricane Maria as it hits Puerto Rico. Basically, as a category of 4. Right now, it is now down to a category 2, but it did make landfall across the southeastern corner of Puerto Rico near Cuba Bay, and basically at 6:15 this morning, but with winds sustained at 250 kilometers per hour, solidly in the upper range of a category 4. Well, basically, as Maria is leaving Puerto Rico, it is now going to intersect with the path of Irma, and then as it heads towards the next couple of days, obviously the Turks and Caicos Islands will be in its direct path. So obviously they will likely see the effects not only of Irma but also of Maria. And obviously the impacts will be felt all the way across the northeastern part of the Dominican Republic, particularly along the coastline as we go through Thursday. Possibility up to 500 millimeters of rainfall, causing mudslides as well as life-threatening flash flooding. And obviously we'll be getting those winds as it heads over the warm waters. Those winds will likely pick up once more. Now over the warm waters north of the Dominican Republic and heading towards the Turks and Caicos, Maria may well regain a major hurricane strength, possibly up to category 4 as it nears the Turks and Caicos Islands through early Friday, and then as it goes towards the southeastern Bahamas, it will likely weaken just a touch, but still at a category 3, and then move up towards the northern coastlines. So basically, looking at the eastern Caribbean, we're just seeing clouds and occasional showers. The effects of Maria have basically gradually faded, and that's good news for the relief efforts across Dominica and the other islands. For Trinidad and Tobago, we'll be seeing occasional clouds tonight, a few of those clouds building as well after sunrise tomorrow. The daytime heating will likely push a few of those clouds into the main ridge, causing us to see a few showers, but the possibility of showers or one or two showers turning heavy or thundery along those coastlines as well. For Trinidad, looking for a partly cloudy night, just a straight chance of a shower coming across Maraval out towards Toco, the usual places for this time of the year. But once you get the morning coming through along Blanchisseuse and Toco, watch for the clouds to build, pushing in, coming across into Port of Spain, and through the afternoon, the daytime heating around Port of Spain, especially along the hills, could spark a thunder shower there, possibly turning heavy as well down towards the San Fernando and across the Point Fortin. You could also see a lot of cloud building throughout the day, bringing you some showers and then settling as the day cools. Talking about cooling, not a cool night at all. 25 degrees Celsius will be the lowest, and it will be a warm to hot day tomorrow at 34 degrees Celsius in Trinidad and 32 in Tobago. Now Friday and Saturday, we'll see general cloudiness around for the most part for Tobago. A few showers coming and going, but nothing major is expected. Similarly for Trinidad as well, lots of clouds pushing through into your weekend, bringing you some damp spots from time to time. For boaters in particular, watch out for those northwesterly swells coming from Maria, and they will be meeting some east-southeasterly swells as well. So be mindful about the mix as you get towards the northern parts of Trinidad and along the coastlines of Tobago. Now, the Caribbean obviously has been seeing a path of Irma over the last couple of weeks, and then we've had Maria, and basically they are set to intersect around the area around Turks and Caicos, and that's where we'll likely be as we get towards later on the Thursday going into Friday. Obviously, they'll be watching that quite closely, not only for the rough seas, the storm surge expected of over 3 meters in places, but also the 500 millimeters of rain that could cause flash flooding. And where does Maria go from there? Well, it will likely skirt in between the area of low pressure out towards the United States and the area of high pressure out towards the Atlantic. So that's good news in that it should stay away from causing any further damage as we go through the weekend. But it is, again, early days yet. And obviously those tracks are tentative right now. For the Eastern Caribbean, the relief efforts will be at least get a bit of a help with some sunshine coming through. Only a brief shower or two expected for Roseau down towards Castries, and into Barbados. There's still a few clouds and some showers expected, but none of them are set to be extremely heavy. And as we get towards Georgetown, only the brief shower is likely there. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.